Yay, I get to clean behind here. Hello, viewers of the internet. Today I'm going to show some love to my Forester Gump back here. If you're new and you'd like to get caught up on what a Forester Gump is, up above my head is a link to Lieutenant Dan's famous recipe for Swedish feetballs. I just finished pulling the engine on the Ranger, and before I get into that, I have a bunch of parts sitting over there from Japan that I've been needing to put on the Forester, as well as something you guys keep asking about and why I have not done it yet, and that is the fender flares that I had color matched and painted for the Forester. I was so excited to get these things painted for the Forester, and I don't know why it's taken me so long to do this. I should have put these on as soon as I finished doing the STI Recaro interior. Pulled up some tech data here from Subaru, since these are OEM part. Shows how to install them. It's fairly straightforward, but it's a little more than just 3M adhesive. There's some clips. I feel like sometimes it can be a pride thing to not want to use tech data. When it's something simple like this, you're like, this is easy, I don't need the instructions. And then that's how you fuck something really easy up, and you feel like an idiot after, then you gotta stare at it for the rest of its life. Alright, which one is the last? I think this is the very last part that goes in the bumper. Shapes. Shapes? Oh, you look, nope. You look like a bottom piece. You're a bottom piece to something. Oh, it says it on the back side. Of course it does. Rear fender, right hand side. Okay. No way. They're made in USA, despite being Subaru. Okay. I know the one thing everyone's wondering about, though, is if I'm going to 6-speed swap this. And the answer is yes, probably this year. Let me finish up the Ranger first. And then the Focus. And then this will get 6-speed swapped. It comes with a bunch of little clear sheets of clear bra that you have to stick onto the side of the door. You can't even see it, but just so you don't scratch with the clips that hold it to the door. So there's little alignment tabs at the top I gotta follow by. And then here at the bottom, it's gonna fit with that body line. And I'm supposed to pull the tape up. It's not supposed to be completely flush with the edge of the door, but the fender is supposed to be flush. It's kind of tricky, the gap alignment there. It's not as simple as just sticking it and going. Okay, and I got these clips I gotta add. And this says it takes 15 pounds of force. So I don't know how to measure 15 pounds of force with my fingertips. And then these little clips slide in right here and they hold the flare to the door. And that's why I put the clear bra on there, because it protects the paint from getting scratched when you put these on. Oh, and Fred nailed it with the color match. That's absolutely perfect color match. The flop and everything on the Pearl is good. It's got a little bit of texture to it. Wipe, wipe, wipe. All day long. Wipe, wipe, wipe. While I sing this song. What is that from? Is that like an Adam Sandler movie? I told Fred not to wet sand it after. I don't know. I kind of like want to leave the texture on there because it's a plastic part and I feel that looks more OE. I guess I could wet sand them, but in that instance, I could wet sand the Forester too and get rid of all the orange peel on it. So like, I don't know. I feel like I'm just gonna leave these because that makes it more durable having that peel on there. Like, that's good right there. Holy shit, I literally can't stick the tape to the ceramic coating. You have to be kidding me. I can't stick masking tape to my ceramic coating. It literally just slides right off. What the fuck? That's so wild. I literally gotta use a lip crayon to write on it with. Well, those things are oh, I used alcohol. That's why. So I have a clear bra on the front fender, but I'm gonna just stick this over the clear bra because I'm not gonna try to cut my clear bra. That would be psychotic. I don't know if this is 15 pounds, but it hurts my neck, so it's gotta be something. It's not gonna match perfectly up here on the front bumper because my clear bra actually gives off a little bit of a yellowish hue compared to the raw paint, so you'll see a difference in the color there. But I mean, I have no rock chips in the front of this thing and it's 7 years old, so I'm gonna leave the clear bra. I probably could peel it off and put a new one on, but this is just 3M adhesive, so I can always pop these back off. The front uses these little short metal clips to affix it right here, where these little notchy boys are at. Before I can do the back parts, I have to pull the rear bumper cover off because I have something from Japan sitting in that box over there. It's gotta go on. But today was a short day, so mañana. Ta-da! That's the first box of parts. This right here is the JDM Forester STI TS edition rear underspoiler and accoutrements, and of course the instructions. I got this on Japan Parts, and this goes under the hood. This is the STI TS edition flexible stiffener. It's actually flexible in the center because engineering stuff above my level of comprehension. That was just the first box. I have one more left and it's engine related parts. But for now, let's put these ones on. Don't mind my car cover, it keeps it clean. Picture, bumper on, bumper off, bolt shape to holes. Bubble wrap makes an excellent thing to lay on. It's actually comfortable. I just hit myself in the tit with a clipper doodle. Oh my god, there's so much dirt in that clipper doodle. That's so bad. This right here is a baby clipper doodle. It's right behind a wheel, so it's likely full of dirt and crusties. The way I'm gonna do this without damaging it is I'm gonna spray some interior cleaner for plastic and vinyl. Use this as kind of like a PB blaster for plastic. And massage it in there as best as possible. I actually use a little Phillips screwdriver, try to push the center in a bit more. There we go, it's out, undamaged. The interior cleaner kind of softened it up and made it pliable again. These things are so cheap though. I feel if you're trying to maintain a vehicle, like this one's 7 years old, and you frequently take stuff apart, just buy a bunch of these from the manufacturer. Don't get cheap knockoffs because they're not gonna fit correctly, but just replace them. It makes the car feel that much newer as it ages. Now this should pop just like the front bumper. Yep, it's held in just the same. Just some little clips to hold it in place. Rinse and repeat over here on the other side. A little bit interior detailer. Massage it into the plastic. Try popping the center. Here we go. Pry along the edges. There it is. Not broken. Nice and soft, just like brand new. There you go. There we go. Ah! Ah! Off. Yay, you get to clean behind here. Fun. Look at this little goose dick looking motherfucker. Look how dirty it was around the hatch opening. That's embarrassing. I need to clean that. People are gonna see it and judge me. They're gonna be like, you don't clean your hatch opening? What's wrong with you? I don't even think I need to say it. You guys know what's gonna come next. Yeah, that's what's up. Fresh and clean bumper beam in accoutrements. And if you're wondering, yeah, I did the backside of the bumper too. Fresh and clean. I may not be able to read Japanese, but pictures in newton meters of torque is pretty self-explanatory. So bracket time. There's a lot of cheap knockoff versions of this rear under spoiler out there on like eBay and random part websites and stuff. And while it may look the same to most people, it's kind of important to me to buy the genuine product or just don't buy it at all, because the more we keep buying cheap knockoffs of things, the less companies are gonna make quality products. It puts those companies out of business or just makes them not want to make the parts at all anymore. So yeah, this is a little bit more money, like twice the price of the knockoff, but it's the principle of things. Check that out. It says SJLH stamped into it. SJ because it's a SJ Generation Forester, and LH because lovely horses. Another difference between a knockoff and the OEM part. This has the anti-corrosion coating on the hardware. Oh no, I dropped my socket in the bumper beam. I don't want to mess this last part up, so I'm going to cheat and use Google Translate, because this is how you actually make it a functional aerodynamic part, I believe. Measure the gap with the bumper, and if the side is 3 millimeters larger than the right side, it is horizontal. So if I understand this correctly, the angle I'm supposed to adjust this rear under spoiler, it shouldn't be any more than 3 mil of deviation from the front half to the rear half. That's the angle it should sit at. So in the rear, that is 26 mil exactly. And the front right here is dead on at 23 millimeters. So that's 3 mils of deviation. Yeah, it follows the same exact contour as the bottom of this bumper cover. So it's at the same exact angle, same as the exhaust tips actually. This is so exciting. I'm so happy how this is turning out. I got tape stuck to the side of my tire. At this point, if some of you are completely lost what the hell I'm even doing with this Forester and these parts, in Japan they made 300 models that were a Forester STI TS edition. STI TS means it's tuned by STI at the factory. So they essentially just throw an STI parts catalog in the factory at a specific vehicle and sell it as a special edition. Whereas like a WRX STI like we have here in the States is an actual model that has a different engine and drivetrain, etc., etc. The TS editions are enhanced with parts from STI, but it's not its own special model, as in like having a different drivetrain and stuff. Does that make sense? So this right here is literally a STI branded stripe for the rear bumper. So the stripe that I used was as close as I could possibly match vinyl color wise to what Subaru actually used in the factory. This is Subaru's Cherry Blossom Red. So it's a red with a pinkish hue, but you can see mine just looks pink. So this is the actual stripe that's used in the factory on those vehicles. And it's fatter and it already has an angle on it and it's more reddish, the correct color. Man, that plastic ceramic coating I had on here does a really good job, because it is really resisting me cleaning it. 99.9% of you will think this is absolutely ridiculous that I went through this great length to import a literal sticker from Japan. But the 0.1% of you that love this, and you're welcome. I'm one of you. Oh yeah, that's satisfying. Ta-da! That's what's up. Matches perfectly with the emblem. See how it's red, but it's just got the slight pinkish hue? That's cherry blossom. Just like the decal. Now it's correct. Please stick. Please stick. Please stick. Yeah, I think it's sticking. Alright, good. Oh, it's tight. Almost ripped my tit off. All I got left is the secret sauce, the finishing touches. Obviously, I have to clean this before I go and stick the brace on there. How does this get so dirty? This is crazy. I don't even park near a tree. There was a leaf under here. Subaru, why would you make it satin silver and get dirty easy? So you'd think installing a strut tower brace would be simple, huh? No. It involves shapes and math, and you gotta take it apart to put it in place because it's so stiff, you can't put it in one piece. So disassemble time. According to the instructions, when I translated it from kanji to English, this underneath the boot is actually a pillow ball. So I have to install it with one side off. I put some masking tape so I don't scratch anything. That's what it says to do in the instructions. Then I'm supposed to pass it through. And it goes like that. Ah. Now I can put the end plate on, now that it's in place. There you go. Now I just gotta align this. Because it's manufactured by Subaru, it comes with brand new strut tower bolts. And they have the anti-corrosion coating on them. That's so nice. I enjoy the fact that they gave me fresh hardware for this. I don't have scissors, alright? Don't judge me. Now I gotta check my gaps and make sure this thing is adjusted accordingly. You can see right here. So I gotta measure right here to make sure it doesn't contact the plastic, and then measure over here by the intercooler. So I'll do this side first. Should have 11.5 clearance underneath from this bar. That's good right there. It's 11.5 right there. Ta-da! Finished product. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. It looks so clean back here. I'm very interested to see how this will handle. Now there is some more additional bracing that goes under the car from STI, and it's on the way. It's the last shipment of parts that I need to complete all the STI-TS stuff. I still have that one box over there in the corner that was also from Japan Parts. I gotta put that on, but I'm gonna save it for another video because it's engine related and it's a little bit more involved. I don't want to give it away. But there is the finished product with the fender flares on and painted. I love how subtle it is. It's like it just needed those from the factory. Love it. The ones in the rear, and then the rear under spoiler, and the cherry blossom tape stripe that's supposed to be on there. Love it. You can see here in the back corner, you can get an idea of the wheel fitment now. Look at that. That's pretty spot on for having a 9.5-inch wide wheel, the 265 on an SJ Forester. Car was on the lift, so it's got to settle the suspension once I move it forward. But yeah, there you go. So I guess that's it for Gump for a little bit until the last shipment gets here. And then I'll put that other stuff on. And then if you look behind me, there's some bed corners for the Ranger. The guys next door are going to be doing some stuff with the Ranger. I'll let you know more once that happens. And thanks for watching. I'll see you soon with another video. Bye.